Hey, JW here. I'm just arriving at my last stop. I didn't do any videos earlier because I was kind of busy over there. A lot of kids, a lot of activities going on in the schools this time of year. At the middle school, for example, the 8th graders are what's known as moving on. So when they move on, that means they're leaving middle school and will be heading for high school next year. And I think today might have been the day they walk over and visit the high school. There were a lot of kids out walking, and they had teachers with them and stuff guiding them. But kids in the 8th grade, they're 13, 14 years old, some of them, and they can take care of themselves pretty much. But so it was pretty busy over there in terms of constant back and forth walking. So that's what happens, and it happens every year. So we know what to expect, and it's fine. We always wish the kids well. Some of the kids are very nice. Some they're probably all very nice, but the ones in particular who tend to be outgoing and friendly and always speak and say thanks if you cross them, or they're just good kids, and I wish them all well in their future endeavors. And I told them, listen, if you see me over at the high school next year, you better give me a holler. I expect that from my people, my kids. I call them my kids, always have. I was a crossing guard in the town I lived in prior to moving up here, where I live now, which is Amesbury, Massachusetts, I'm right on the border of New Hampshire, Southampton, New Hampshire. And in the Seacoast area, Seabrook, New Hampshire is also close by, and that's Hampton Beach, New Hampshire. It's an ideal area we have. We're centered on, like I say, it's called the Seacoast area, and because of all the access to the ocean. And I think I mentioned on another video, we have a lovely wildlife refuge, Plum Island. It's 45,000 acres, I guess. I think I read that somewhere. And it's just lovely. It's totally designed for wildlife, and of course for the people, but mostly for the wildlife. That's why it's called a wildlife refuge, and they get priority, as they should. It's set up so the birds and the seals and all different kinds of wildlife that inhabit the island have everything necessary for them in their survival. And so they'll do construction projects, like sometimes the seagrass isn't responding well in terms of growing, so I think they invested about $3 or $4 million in reseeding some of the seagrass and cleaning that out. They did some real reconstruction out there. I thought I heard one of the construction workers mentioned to me that he said that this is the first time that any kind of a reconstruction has been done of this nature, and they're very confident that it's going to produce within the next 3 years. It's going to really produce a new stronger seagrass for the animals and for the seals and the fish. And so it's a pretty exciting place to be, and lots to do around here. Usually starting this time of year, I'm out at Plum Island every day, but with my wound injury, must be boring you folks to death with that, but I try to keep you updated for those who, as I mentioned earlier in another video, for those of you who may have problems of your own with wounds and healing and anything, mental, physical healing. I think it's good to know that other people are going through similar things, and we can share ideas. But anyway, it's a lovely day up here on the New Hampshire border today. It's about 75 degrees, nice clean air, low humidity, and it's perfect. It's perfect. So we had a lot of 80, 90, 85, 90 degree days the past week, and some real humid weather, which I don't particularly care for. I prefer this. I prefer the 75 degrees with the nice, cool, clean air. So anyway, I thought I'd just check in got to head out as the buses are all pulling in to pick up the kids, and that's a signal to me that the walkers will be down shortly. And as they say, in a place I used to work in, I used to be a flight attendant, and the captain used to always say, give the speech to the people on board the plane, and then he'd say, well, it's time to go to work. So anyway, I'll talk to you soon. Thanks for listening.